It's that far little pocket back in there. It's a little sumo frog. He's got his hooks all protected there with his body, but yet when a fish bites down, those hooks come out and grip him. So it enables me, I got heavy line, this is a 65-pound line, so I can throw it back there in all these sticks and stumps and stuff, grass, and be able to hook a fish and then be able to pull it back out.
If I threw that bait up there right now, I'd be in trouble. Little storm popper, kind of in a perched pattern, but if I chucked it anywhere in there, I'm broken off or I'm fouled up and you can't go get it.
Some of those bigger events, I mean, you're casting, you know, 2,000 to 3,000 times a day and, you know, 8 to 10 hours a day, and it does wear on you after a while. Usually when you're reeling 5-pounders in, that's when your arms get sore.
Yeah, tonight's bag, I don't think we're gonna get that tired. But the beautiful part about Jordanelle is once you learn to fish it, there's been 2 8-pounders caught out of here this year that I know of.
Come on, baby, light my fire. I started fishing tournaments when I was 19, so I was a senior in high school, and I joined a club and just started there at the ground level, and fished as a non-boater in that club, and worked my way up to start fishing team tournaments with a good friend, and then started getting in pro-am events, you know, borrowing boats, like I said. And that was always, you know, I always felt like I'd learned the most by just doing it as a pro more than fishing as a co-angler. Fishing as a co-angler is a great tool, though. It works really good for a lot of people, and but for me, I just did better when I was on my own and just working on my own stuff. You know, I had a pretty good idea how to fish before I started. I fished my very, very first tournament. It was an all-species tournament when I was like 11 years old. And what it was a fundraiser for an Elks Club. And they were gonna have a big barbecue and fish fry. And so they put on this little fun tournament that anybody in the organization could enter. And it was catch anything, bluegills, catfish, anything you could catch, so they could, you know, flay them up and have this fish fry. And all these guys with their big fancy bass boats were out there, you know, trying to catch bass. And I went out in my canoe with my stepmother and got a bucket and just caught bluegill and these little catfish and a couple little small bass, and ended up having a bucket full of fish, and by weight I won.
Skeeter has just released its new FX21 with the brand new Yamaha 4-stroke 250. Now this is a 4.6 liter big bore motor that is a game changer in all aspects. This motor is about 40 pounds lighter than the previous HPDI Series 2. It also burns less fuel, has a faster hole shot, better top end speed, and is going to change how people view 4-stroke motors. You're talking about a 4.6 liter 250 horsepower normally aspirated motor, and this is very, very exciting when you talk about the fishing industry and the boating industry. Skeeter's also spent 2 years redesigning this boat specific for this motor. It's the first time that's ever been done. What they've done is they've redesigned their hull from the very bottom up to handle this kind of power. And this 4-stroke brings a broad range of power all the way from the bottom end to the top end. And that's very, very unique to bass boats. One thing you'll probably notice if you're a bass boat aficionado is that there's something missing from in here, and it's the oil reservoir. That's one of the very unique things of a 4-stroke motor. No more oil. This burns less fuel, it's a faster top end, faster hole shot, and you don't have to mess with any oil anymore. Skeeter builds the best boat in the business. You're talking about a boat that has the top speeds, the best handling, the best performance, and now industry-leading 4-stroke technology that is lighter, faster, and more fuel efficient, low emissions than any 4-stroke out in the industry. I can't wait to get a hold of one.
Gary down there, he's digging out secret weapons.